is up, my blue few, and how are we doing today? Today we are watching another episode of Superman and Lois. It is episode 6 of season 4, When the Lights Come On. Last episode we left on another bit of a doozy, as they say, with Lex deciding to choose revenge over reconnecting with his daughter. We maybe got rid of Doomsday, which kind of crazy that we did it through the heart and not through any other way. Of course, I've only seen 2 other interpretations of Doomsday, and both of them we ended up killing him with like brute force or like a spear. So, yeah. But this one, it seems like we might have been able to save the day with emotions instead of a fight. Not gonna lie, I feel like it was a little anticlimactic, but that might just be me expecting to see. I mean, we got the big brawl in the first episode, so like, it's fine, but I just think it's interesting to get rid of Doomsday through talking, I guess. It's a bit odd for me, that's all, but that's a me thing. Yeah. But I'm excited. I want to see where everything goes. We ended up telling Candace, though I don't think we'll see Candace again. If we do, I don't think it'll be this episode. But we told Candace, which I guess was our like episode guest last week. I don't think there's anything else crazy to talk about, so let's go ahead and just hop right in, as they say.
Previously on Superman and Lois.
Oh, why do we have to every time? I'm telling you, this town knows. Oh. Ooh. Someone's angry. Dude, you made that decision. You chose vengeance over your daughter. That's a decision you have to make. Or I guess that's a decision you have to live with. Wow. That's crazy. Again, not taking the blame himself at all. It is his daughter for not choosing him and his revenge.
You spoken to Mary Lang?
Pretty sure she's the issue. There have been roadblocks at every step.
I'll deal with
Yeah. I wonder if Lana is going to be our guest appearance this episode.
What are they for?
You'll know.
But I don't need to?
See, Lex is really closing himself off too now.
Wanting to be back in my daughter's life was one of the things that got me through prison. Your loyalty was the other.
He's using you.
I have a plan. I know exactly how this will end.
Is that John? Yeah, like 3 hours ago. Check this out.
That was all this morning?
Just give yourself.
How many saves have you made today?
3 or 4, nothing too crazy. Wanna grab a bite of Vicky Mace?
Yeah, sure.
Race ya?
But it's starting to get old.
Well, you're gonna lose this race.
Even though we support you taking a step back from the superhero stuff, doesn't mean you can stay at the house playing video games all day.
Maybe Vicky Mays is hiring. Might be fun working with Sarah.
It is getting old.
Let's go, Slowpoke. What time did you get home last night?
Okay, so it does look like we're getting a Sarah and Lana.
Well, at least you have something to look forward to. All I ever do is work and sleep and work.
Oh, let me tell you. Living the adult life right there.
Tonight, you and me, girls' night.
Deal.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm really glad that you and Mr. Orange are spending time together. After everything with Dad, you deserve it.
Yes, you deserve it, queen.
I'm off to the job that I hate. I love you.
Love
Well, you gotta hate your job at least a little bit. There's always parts of something. Even this. I do not enjoy editing videos. It's just, but you know, there's always gonna be that one thing in a job you're not a fan of.
What?
It's just
You've got some salt and pepper going on.
What? Where?
I mean, there's a patch.
A patch?
It's just a little gray. You look handsome.
Ooh.
There she is.
What?
Is that Luther's assistant?
As far as I can tell, she doesn't have a title. One of the many things I want to ask her about. You look into Cheryl Kimball for me. Stop worrying
my
about your
God.
hair.
Not.
They're graying. I hope he's not graying quickly.
I'm building my new headquarters in Smallville. Nothing you do is going to change that.
Oh.
Is that a threat?
Just a fact.
Ooh.
Do your job, Mayor Lang.
My job is protecting the people of Smallville from someone like you.
I'll only ask once.
You already have my answer.
Ooh.
The security system of yours, it's just like one an old acquaintance of mine built. When his time came, it didn't do much to protect him.
Get out of my office. And don't come back.
See, this is another reason why we can't have Edge here, because Edge would be like, he's just a man, and just, like, fly him to the sun and kill him, you know?
You have no idea how dangerous he is. He killed my father.
I thought it was that big, scary monster. You can't beat him.
You know, with that big, scary monster gone, I'm starting to like my chances.
Doesn't matter. Whatever Lex sets his mind to gets done.
Elizabeth came here and asked him to be a part of her life. But he couldn't walk away from his obsession with me. The only person he cares about is himself. If you don't believe me, look at how he treated his own daughter.
Oh my god!
Clark?
Hey, how's it?
Hey. That's new. Is everything all right?
Yeah, no, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, no. So, Lex Luthor just came by my office trying to intimidate me into signing off on his land deal.
Lana, you have to be careful with him.
I know.
Wait, new headquarters where?
80 Manning's place, up off of Highway 40.
I didn't know it was on the market.
It wasn't until he made an offer for 5 times what it's worth. I'm headed to 80's
Which
now
will
to try
usually-
to talk her out of it.
Yeah, but you're asking Edie to get rid of, like... That's a lot of money.
Mom was a guardian angel around these parts.
Yeah, she's got a whole
Hearing
bench and
from you would
everything.
mean a lot.
Yeah, sure. Anything to help.
Yeah, this might be a job for Clark Kent.
Toronto, San Juan, Gastonia. This boy here's been really busy.
Right. It's better than serving eggs.
That's because you've never been to Gastonia.
John, most people in Smallville have never...
I think I'm being paranoid. I don't know how old the actress is for this, but I mean, actresses do get pregnant. And just the way that she was holding the coffee pot just reminds me of so many, like, tactics they use to hide people being pregnant. But then she's about to move the coffee pot, so I think I'm just being paranoid. But for half a second, I was like, is the woman playing Sarah pregnant? But I think I'm wrong.
Count yourself lucky.
Hey, well.
Coach! My favorite.
Favorite student athletes.
Move over, short stack. Come on.
Dude, I'm telling you, this town knows.
You boys ready for the football season?
Coach, I'm kind of banned from the team.
Let me worry about that. How about you two just keep worrying about being...
This whole freaking town already knows.
Got a real opportunity here. Why not take advantage of it?
So wait, when do we think the coach found out? Okay. We know for a fact that she knows, the teen girl from Brits and Dunn. We know that the older gentleman knows. I mean, Candace knows, of course. I have to assume I wish I could remember these people's names. I feel so bad. But I think she's like the mother of one of the people in the first season who gets a person transferred into his mind. I think she's the mom, but I could be wrong about that. But she's I think she knows. They haven't confirmed it, But she was there when it happened, and I feel like she connected the dots too. So I think that's happening. There's one of the other kids that was there that I remember that isn't the 4 we saw from last episode. More of a roundish face. Can't remember his name. But I think he knows. I'm telling you, this town, everyone knows. Why are we keeping the secret? I couldn't tell you, because everyone...
Listen, Coach, I gotta run.
Hey, so that's a yes, right?
Definitely not.
What about you, Curly Q?
What about you, Curly Q?
Luthor is bad for this town, Edie.
Sure, I've heard the rumors. But Luthor didn't murder those people. Even Lois said so.
We can't let someone like that into this town. Not after what happened with Morgan Edge.
I'll never have an opportunity like this again.
I know. And we wouldn't be here if this wasn't serious.
Is Luthor really that bad?
Yeah. Yeah, he really is. Like, I know it's a lot of money to turn down.
I mean, it's nothing compared to what you sacrificed.
This town knows.
Sorry?
Everything you've done for this town just would feel right. Cashing in. If you're that worried about it. Let me get my sweater and I'll ride into town with you.
Is it just me, or did it feel like 80 knows who I really am?
I have horrible news, Clark. I think Smallville knows who you are, and we've just been keeping it on the down low for some reason. Except for these, like, it's so funny, because it honestly feels like people are like, everyone knows, but no one is telling other people, so they just keep going to either Jonathan and Jordan, or, like, Lois or whatever, and just being like, hey, I think, like, you're totally Superman's kids, right? Secrets with me, don't even worry about it. And then other people are like, you're, like, totally Superman, right? Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Except it's everybody, because everyone knows, but no one's telling anybody else. They're just talking to the people. It's fun.
I ran into Lana at Britton Dunn's earlier, and she asked me to go to 80 Manning's to help convince her not to sell.
And it worked? How did you convince her?
Well, that part was pretty easy, considering she thinks I'm Superman.
What?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she's not the only one.
Dude, this town knows. Boom. Saving the day.
Heard they had great bagels, so...
Have a seat.
Ooh, we gotta have the talk. We gotta have the talk.
You want to work here?
Just until school starts back up.
Well, we don't have anything.
Sarah, what do you mean? Come on, this isn't really about us.
What is wrong with you? I know you're taking time off for being like a superhero and everything, but...
You don't have to whisper. The town knows. You're good.
I messed up and I'm making up for it, but you could be having so much fun. You can go anywhere in the world and find a summer job. Do you know what I would give to have your freedom to go someplace new?
Sarah, you don't need powers to do that.
You don't. Oh.
Look, Sarah, will you please just reconsider?
Not happening.
Please.
Well, you're not... Is Sarah in charge of the hiring in this establishment? I think we're talking to the wrong person here.
We had a handshake deal. I know. And I'm sorry. But I've had a change of heart.
Then please, give me a chance to change it back.
I hate that his fucking music's so good.
You can barely hear anymore, and you have Lex Luthor breathing down your neck.
Look, you've been very helpful. But when you push yourself too hard, that's when mistakes can happen.
Miss Lang's arguing with Luthor.
Here's the thing is, I think this is kind of like the situation where I really kind of hope Smallville stands up. And it's just like, you're not coming into this town. We're not going to let you. Like, I hope they stand up for Edie, too. And Edie was the woman I was talking about. So, like, I know for a fact there's at least 2 people in here who, well, actually, there's 4 people. 5. There's at least 5 people in this bar right now who know Superman is Clark Kent. And 3 of them are on our side, so.
She needs you to stop.
What's your number?
I said enough.
Stay the hell out of my business!
Ooh.
Then leave her alone. It's okay, Clark. Mr. Luthor was just leaving.
Ooh.
10 million. Sell me your
Holy
farm, you get $10
shit.
million. And so will everyone else in this bar. Do we have a deal?
It doesn't feel right, 80.
There we go. The Smallville.
Something's wrong.
There we go. Smallville. Yes.
The answer's still no.
Like, what did I say? Smallville
Like I said,
knows.
you were just leaving.
Yes. I love when Smallville comes together. Oh. It would have been so funny if Lex, before walking out, would just turn around and be like, he's Superman. And then everyone just being like, we know. And then Lex is just like, fuck. I thought that was going to be like a killer line.
What the hell were you thinking back there? That was so far past acceptable.
She should have never had a chance to walk away from the deal.
This isn't prison, Lex. You can't just bully everyone into doing what you want.
Yeah.
Even know what it is that you're doing here anymore? Because you're not the only one who can see 10 steps ahead, and I am telling you that all this, it's a bad move.
Everything is under control.
Really?
Is it?
It sounds like your daughter wanted to be in your life, but you just couldn't walk away from Revenge Summer Camp.
Ooh.
After running your business for the last 10 years.
And making millions.
Which I earned. Every damn penny, and now you're threatening the future that I built for us.
Ooh. But see, he doesn't see in us.
Do you still believe in me?
See, do you still believe in me? Not do you believe in us?
I don't know.
That's the thing is, Amanda continues to hope that there's an us here. And Lex is only going to see me. I. What do I need? What do I need?
Me. Or them.
See?
There is no middle ground.
He's using the wrong words here. I think he should have said, if he really wanted her, he would have been like, choose us or them. Because she, in her mindset, is like, we are a team here.
It's about time that somebody stood up to that bald-headed loser.
Oh!
Lady is the
Tell him.
real hero.
Yeah, she is.
Turned down a fortune.
Not just for herself, but everyone there.
I have never been more proud of Small.
Oh, I know.
I want to study abroad next year.
Like, out of the country abroad?
Yeah, I could learn a new language and meet new people.
You don't have to travel thousands of miles away to meet new people.
Mom, I'm serious. I think this would be really good for me.
It's smart to ask now.
Programs cost a lot of money.
What if I help?
I am working.
I just don't know that I'm ready to have you be gone for a whole year. I mean, you're only 16.
It's a really big decision for her to make tonight. I think the smart move would be like Lana being like, let me really give it some thought.
Sorry to leave you with Gaines before. How'd that go?
Dude, the guy will not take no for an answer. He made me promise to watch all of Varsity Blues before giving him a final decision.
Oh my god.
And it was awesome, and he may have a point.
Oh my god.
But you think that maybe you're just going a little too all in on the Superboy thing?
You've been talking to Mom and Dad.
No, I just mean, like, bro, you've been doing a lot.
So what, you're gonna give me superhero advice now?
No, I just mean that maybe you should slow down a little.
You're the one choosing to work at a diner instead of saving people's lives.
Yeah, but I think
That's
Jordan
because when
needs
I get
it.
involved, I make things worse.
See, Jordan's still in this place where he just can't trust himself, you know? He thinks, even though he had the discussion with Lois, Jordan's still in this place where he just thinks he's not good.
You believe John, Henry, and Lana have been dating for a month?
Ooh.
Oh, Clark.
What?
Is that what you've been doing in there? Dyeing your hair?
Just a little?
Yeah, I can smell it all the way over here.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
You don't need to hide it. I like the salt and pepper.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't think now's the time for Superman to be going gray.
You sure that's what this is about?
Yeah, are we sure we're not worrying?
Me not being as strong, my hearing, I just didn't think I was gonna get old, at least not anytime soon.
You're not old, you're older. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, but I'm not what I was.
Welcome to being human.
Yeah. Lois isn't what she was either, you know? And you still look at her like she's the most beautiful goddess in the world.
And at least now we can age gracefully together.
Yeah.
That'd be worth it.
I hope
It's
so.
totally worth it.
Please wash that stuff out of your hair, it reeks. Yep.
Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, God. It's a good thing she woke up. Oh my God. Oh, nice one. Yes. Come on. You gotta be careful. I mean, she's already weak from... There's a chance that, like, Sarah's... Who is it?
Should have minded your own business.
This is proof, though. Yes. 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 Get him.
Mom, are you okay?
Dude, I would not have stopped hitting. I would have been like, how fucking dare you try and kill my mom? I'm gonna... You're not walking out of this bitch. Kneecaps, baby. Kneecaps.
All the windows are open.
Gas. We're gonna go check on Sarah.
Clark, over here.
But this is him getting sloppy.
Otis Grisham.
Luther must have sent him.
I woke up because I smelled gas and saw that this security system wasn't working, and so when he attacked me.
See, I feel like this is Clark's gonna take this, that he couldn't protect his friend. Like, he's already feeling half the Superman he was, you know? And I feel like this is just how Jordan is putting a lot on himself of always making things worse or never being exactly what he needs to be. I think Clark's gonna take it that way too, of him feeling like he's just not enough anymore. So I do wonder how they're both going to work through it, because I think Clark will definitely work through it, but I do want to see how Jordan works through it, because Jordan always sees himself as like this bad omen, horrible person, like he can never do anything right, but like we, the audience, know that Jordan has a good heart and a good soul, and he does care, and he's 16. Like that's the big thing I think Jordan just never puts into perspective. Like, he keeps looking at Jonathan being like, well, Jonathan's so this, so that. But Jonathan has had his weak points too. I mean, season 2 is Jonathan's weak point of, wanting to have that power, wanting to be more. And I think Jordan's just really being hard on himself. So I really hope he can see that he, though different than Jonathan, can still help and maybe not be a hero, but just be a good person, you know?
He did time with Luther.
So, Lex Luthor tried to kill me over a land deal?
He tried to kill you over revenge.
He had his hands around my neck and he was just squeezing harder and harder. I thought I was gonna die.
Ooh, this is also the testament of, like, Clark controlling his anger.
Thank God my dad makes us sleep with bats under our bed. It's the only thing I had to protect us. I didn't mean it like that.
We should have been here, Sarah.
You can't put that on yourselves. You guys have to sleep.
No, but I should have been listening.
I've been going so hard lately. I didn't even hear your mom scream.
It's okay. Seriously.
Sure.
I also think it's kind of the, I don't know, spoilers for, I think it's Civil War? Captain America Civil War, when we talk to Spider-Man, he goes, when you can do the things that I can do and still the bad things happen, then it's you, right? Like, him taking that responsibility of being like, I can do these incredible things, but if I let people around me continue to be hurt by things that I could stop, then am I really being a good person? And I feel like that's what's happening here with Jonathan and Jordan in different ways. Jordan is so scared of being bad and messing things up that he can't even look to see himself, like he can't even let himself try and help people, whereas Jonathan is so desperate to help people, so desperate that he lets things fall through the cracks because he's trying to be too much. It's honestly, I love the different dynamics between Jonathan, Jordan, and Clark, like, and Clark feeling like he's just not enough anymore, but he's still trying. Like, he's the in-between of both. Jordan feels like he's never going to be enough. Jonathan feeling like, I can do it all, I can do it all. And then Superman, where he used to be able to kind of do it all, and now he's in this place where he can't. Things will slip, and he's got to trust other people. It's just...
Where's your father?
Isn't he with you?
Ooh. Ooh. Is this when we crack? We snap? We've seen Clark like this before, but I don't... this is a dangerous game. Like when... What is it? When the one guy pulls the gun on Lois, right? And now, you know... Luthor putting a hit out on Lana. Like, these are some of the closest people Clark has, and... I'm just saying I love to see protective Clark. I just worry, because Clark has changed.
Get out here!
See, but I'm worried because Luthor said something about, like, just make sure you get it done. Some kind of deterrent.
We know it was you.
I don't follow.
You harassed my family. You killed my father-in-law. Now you try to kill my friend and her 16-year-old daughter.
Again with these false accusations.
Your friend Otis is in custody, and we will make him talk.
We'll see about that.
See, it's always stuff like that that makes me feel like...
This is over. We are going to end you.
You're going to end me. Try doing it without powers. You have nothing on me! And you never will. Even when there is nothing left of your pathetic family.
Ooh, this is just an all-out brawl. Ooh. It's just... It's so... The problem with this, and it really scares me, is like... He doesn't have the same heart. So, like, without his regenerative abilities, I worry that staying in this situation for too long could really start to hurt his health and even lead him to, like, starting to die. Because I just don't know if his heart can take going in general without his ability to regenerate at least somewhat, you know? And this just shows you such a different perspective of Clark. You gotta be careful, Clark.
No. The lights.
I don't... What? They're still... I'm sorry. First off, Jonathan has only had powers for 4 weeks. He knows what it feels like to not have powers. Unless we are insinuating that these make you weaker than what a normal man would be. If that's the case, okay, I get Lois's thing. But if this is just to the point of like, it makes you feel like a normal man, which I assume that's what it is, I think we should get in there. I think maybe Lois should get in there. I don't know, like, I'm just saying, two semi-weak boys, Clark and Lois, I think we can kind of take Luther a little bit, don't we? Instead of just sitting here watching him get beat up, what if Lex fucking snaps his neck or something? I don't know. Like, ooh, okay, Clark. Yes. I don't know, it's a worry that, like, Clark's going into that place that you don't want to be as a... Ooh.
I always knew Superman was a facade. Now they see who you really are!
They see who you really are. A man willing to defend his family and friends. Ha! Whoa! A man who even now will not take that step too far. He could have killed Lex here. I truly believe he could have. If he really... I would even say that he was still holding back here. Weakened. I would say it. 100% I would say that. And even then, he will not take the killing blow. Which tells me that Lex has nothing here. They see who you really are. A man who still holds his standards. A man who still has his values of life. I just really hope that, like, Lana and the kids look at it the way that I'm looking at it, which is that who he really is still a good man who wouldn't take the life of someone who has tried to destroy theirs. Who tried to have not just Lana, but a 16-year-old girl, Sarah, killed. Who has had who's had him killed. Who's literally killed him. Who has gotten Sam killed. And who knows how many others.
Leave. Don't ever come back.
I think even if there were people in town right now who saw this, they would still look to Clark, Superman, and see a good man. And not see something evil.
Your face is still bruised.
Well, once the sun comes out, it should start to heal.
Normally it would have healed already. I think you need to go talk to your mom about this.
Yeah, it's fine.
That was awesome. You went full Mortal Kombat on it.
Clark can't win.
Okay, I don't think anybody won tonight.
You had it coming. You tried to kill Miss Lang.
If anyone deserved to have their ass beat.
Boys, enough.
No, Dad. This was my fault. If I hadn't fallen asleep, I would have heard Miss Lang.
Or if I'd been listening at all, I was wrong. I can't just shut everything out. Me doing nothing makes things worse.
Ooh.
Look, until Luther's back behind bars, all of us need to be ready.
The bruising.
You okay? I'm not sure how to answer that.
Yeah, someone did break into your house and try to kill you, so.
If something had happened to you.
Mom, look. I get it was scary.
It does suck that we can't have, like, our full cast that we usually do, because this would be a moment that, like, Kyle would definitely have at least shown up for. But since we have these, I'm gonna assume that they had budget cuts that we couldn't. But, like, this would have definitely been one of those moments that, like, Kyle would have so shown up. Sarah's life was in danger, even, and Lana's, honestly, like, Kyle's one of those people that he would have definitely shown up. It's just so I honestly think John Irons would have shown up too. Like, it sucks. I mean, they're still doing the story justice with what they have, and I respect that. But I could just see where the story could have been if we had been able to have our full cast for some of these episodes, you know?
You can't let guys like that win. They're just gonna bully you into doing nothing.
Sarah's not wrong. But it does suck, and it's scary.
That you should go study abroad.
What? No. What if something happens to you?
No, honey. I'm gonna be fine. I'm more protected now than ever.
Yeah, but...
You've come so far. And I'm so proud of you. You're ready for this.
Really?
Is, like, Sarah going now? Or is this just us making a decision for next year? Horsies! Love horsies.
So you're leaving Smallville?
Just for junior year.
I wonder if we're gonna at all have like a time skip, you know?
Where are you gonna go?
I'm thinking Santiago, Chile. Or maybe somewhere in Greece.
I mean, do you want us to help you decide?
Like what, you'd fly me to those places?
I can't think of a better way to use them.
And I could really use a day trip to just relax.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Wait. Like what, fly out right now?
Yeah.
Greek Islands?
Greek Islands.
No.
Yes! Yes! Oh, how fun.
Is he really gone?
The boys heard him arriving in Metropolis last night.
But I don't think he's done.
I don't think Lex Luthor's someone who can ever really move on.
No. If he could have moved on, he would have last episode.
Please, don't apologize. Just promise me you'll stop him.
I promise.
Good.
Milton's lights didn't work.
You were stronger than I thought.
You were reckless.
It won't happen again.
Lex,
It won't. Why are you here?
because you asked me to choose.
I mean, I know she's gonna choose him, but it really does suck. Because he has proven that
And I
he
choose
will...
you, Lex.
He would never choose you, though.
I'll always choose you.
Oh, that's so depressing, because he would never choose you.
Well, the first thing we need to do is get you a killer suit.
Ooh, are we doing... No way we're doing the green suit. No way. That'd be cool. I could see us doing a time skip. Just like maybe like a 6 months or something like that, maybe. Of him like rebuilding his everything, getting stronger, really planning it out. I could see that happening. Woo. What an episode. I honestly, it was a really good one. I mean, of course, I mean, like I mentioned, it does suck that we can't have our other characters here because I think they would have really, I think they would have put a little bit more life into the story. Not that the story didn't have life already, but I do think you can feel them missing from it. Like, these characters are so intertwined, it's so weird when you don't see them together, you know? I have to assume that next episode... I don't know, do you think it would be a Kyle and Beppo episode? I just don't know what they would... I just feel like they're not as entwined with the story. Unless we are doing a time skip, and if we are doing a time skip, maybe we even do like a year time skip or something like that. And like, she would have had the baby by then. I could see where maybe they would take President then, like giving birth and all that stuff. Maybe something like that. But where we are now, if we don't do a time skip, I just don't think Kyle and Beppo are a priority cast that would go where we need them to go for the story. John Irons and Natalie could definitely be it, because they can be intertwined with, like, fighting Lex, so I could see them being a part of the story. I'm just trying to guess. Honestly, it could be like a curveball situation like last episode where it was like Candace and like townspeople. It could be another one of those curveballs, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be like one of the main twofers, you know? So yeah. Let me think. Anything else that I really just enjoyed about the episode? Honestly, Clark kind of going berserk a little bit there. I think it shows that at the end of the day, Clark is a man. Yes, he's technically a Kryptonian, blah blah blah. But he was raised to be a man, and sometimes you can hold back as much as you want, and you can try and tame a wild beast, as you say, which would be like the anger at Lex for continuing to threaten the people around him. But at some point, you just can't hold the leash. It's gonna break away. It just is what it is. People will always have that breaking point inside them. And I think it was good to show it, that even Clark Kent, who says that you have to have ultimate control, breaks. But I don't know if he would have done that if Lex had not done the lights. I think Clark would have continued to have control. But when he knew that it was fair playing grounds and that he could let go, release it, yeah. And honestly, I think it's really funny that Lex is like, now they see you for who you are. Like, what? Lex? Honey, please. You're the one who's dropping people left and right. Also, his assistant, man, like, and I get it, because it sucks. Because that is just what abusive relationships are. It really is. It's like, these people who have been done wrong, which honestly, like, I don't know her past or whatever, but she walks into this as just like, she says us. She says, like, she thinks they are a team. And, I mean, Lex proves time and time again that he truly only cares about himself. And to see that and then still be like, I'm gonna side with you. When there's an episode of Harley Quinn where it's the first episode actually, where it's Batman in one ball and then Harley in the other, and Joker has to pick, like, who would you rather save and who would you drop in the acid to die, right? And it's a thing to show, like, Harley, like, the Joker doesn't care about you, and he would rather continue to have his battles and fights with Batman than to save Harley Quinn, where Harley Quinn thinks that, like, they're in love and blah blah blah. And that's really what this is like, if it came to the vengeance against Lois and Clark, or choosing her to live, he would choose his vengeance every time. He would never pick her. So it just sucks for her that she's picking someone who will never pick her. I love that Jordan finally kind of woke up to the thought of being like, because I don't think it's all over for Jordan. I think Jordan's still gonna have his, like, setbacks. But for him to finally open up a little bit and be like, you know what? I can still help people. Like, me fully shutting off my abilities and everything is never going to help people. So, I love that for him. I don't know. I feel like Clark still has some growing to do. But I think he's very disappointed in himself. I think he doesn't like that he still let go with Lex, even though he knew. I don't know. It just... But yeah. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out with me for this episode of Superman and Lois. I hope to see you up in the next one. Bye.